St. Pete, no prison time tonight for 3 members of the Uhuru Movement found guilty of conspiring with Russia to defraud the U.S. government. The judge instead handing down a sentence of 3 years probation. 10 Tampa Bay's Aaron Parsegian joins us now. And Aaron, this really comes down to what the judge said was free speech.
Yeah, and that was the main argument in the Uhuru Three's defense. And today, that federal judge recognized their actions were akin to free speech as they didn't physically or financially harm anyone.
Not one day! Not one day!
Chants ringing out on the steps of the federal courthouse in Tampa as supporters of the Uhuru Movement and the African People's Socialist Party celebrate a victory for 3 of their own.
I just wanted to acknowledge everybody here and the power of the people.
Yeah. Founder and leader Omali, Yeshitela, Chairwoman Penny Hess and Jesse Nevel sentenced to just 3 years probation and no fines after being convicted of conspiring to act as Russian agents without notifying the Attorney General.
We're not instructed by the Russians, we're instructed by our history. Our history.
The sentencing comes more than 2 years after federal agents raided the St. Pete home of the black activist group and after a trial in which prosecutors said they developed a years-long relationship with and took money from a Russian government operative to conduct protests, run candidates for local office, and push pro-Russian propaganda.
Untold amount of resources and focus that the U.S. government tried to bring down against the movement of African people for liberation, and they got their asses handed to them.
And while they celebrate a lesser sentence than the 3 years in prison prosecutors were seeking, the Uhuru Three maintain their freedoms are still under attack.
We had a lawyer who said that if this thing even goes to trial, that it's an assault, a major assault on the First Amendment.
Vowing to not give up their fight or political beliefs.
I am so honored to be on this side of history. We are winning.
A 4th co-defendant was sentenced to 5 years probation last week. Part of their sentencing conditions include no contact with Russian nationals or organizations and 300 hours of community service. In studio, Aaron Parsegian, 10 Tampa Bay.